My brother told me a secret that destroyed our family. He waited until the ICU doors closed behind our dad. Machines were beeping. Nurses were rushing past. Our mom sat in the waiting room pretending to pray, her hands folded but her eyes dry. That's when he leaned in close and whispered, "Mom did this." I laughed, even though nothing felt funny. "What do you mean she did this?" He didn't argue. He pulled out his phone, a video. Our kitchen at 2:14 a.m., Dad's blue mug on the counter, the microwave clock glowing, Mom walking into frame like she always did. She picked up a small bottle I had never seen before. No label, just clear liquid inside. 1 drop, 2, 3, into Dad's tea. Then she stirred it slowly, like she was mixing sugar. She does it every night, my brother said. I started recording when Dad began forgetting things. "You're saying Mom is poisoning him?" "She's not killing him," he whispered. "She's controlling him." "Why?" I asked. He swallowed. "Dad changed the will." I felt dizzy. "He left the house to her," my brother said. "But the company, the money, the trust." He looked straight at me. "He left all of that to you." Suddenly, every argument made sense. Every forced smile. Every time Mom said Dad was confused. A doctor stepped out of the ICU. Dad was alive. Barely. We went in. He looked small in the bed, pale, fragile. Mom was already there crying, holding his hand, telling him she loved him. I couldn't even look at her. That night, my brother and I stayed in the house. We didn't speak much. We just watched. Mom poured Dad's tea. She reached for the bottle. "Now," my brother whispered. I walked in. "Mom, you forgot the honey," I said. She smiled at me, the same smile she used my whole life. While she turned, I switched the mugs. She drank it. 10 minutes later, she said she felt strange. 20 minutes later, she collapsed onto the floor. The ambulance came, then the police. They found the bottle in her purse. The lab confirmed it was poison. Not enough to kill, just enough to make someone weak, forgetful, dependent. Mom confessed. Dad woke up 2 days later. When he learned what she'd done, he cried. Mom went to prison, but the truth didn't stop there. A week later, the police called us back in. They said they had gone through my brother's phone again, not just the videos, the deleted messages. A detective slid a tablet across the table. There was a text my brother sent before Dad ever got sick. "If this works, she'll think it was Mom." My blood turned cold. "What is this?" I whispered. The detective said, "Your brother didn't just record your mother. He coached her." They showed me more messages. How much poison was safe, how often to use it, how long it would take. He had used Mom's desperation to turn her into the criminal. Because if Dad died slowly, Mom would go to prison. I would inherit everything. And my brother had already planned what would happen to me next. The last thing he searched on his phone was how to make an overdose look accidental. They arrested him that day. Mom screamed when she realized she had been used. Dad broke down when he learned his own son planned everything. And me? I realized something horrifying. The poison never scared me. The plan did. Because the most dangerous person in that house was the one who smiled at me every morning. And if you stayed until the end, you're not a stranger anymore. Subscribe.